Staff picks time, folks, which means a few things. It means starting the day with a coffee, and on this occasion we have the subject of our staff picks inside, Mario, who's making me a coffee. We also have his bike just down here, which is a Moto Guzzi V7, which I absolutely love. So we're on a full Italian day, because I'm on a Ducati as well, and he's already made himself look beautiful for the day. There he is. Am I going for a wheat coffee or a Italian wheat coffee?
Italian wheat coffee, let's do it.
Good. That's the way I like it. Bye, shop. Now, if we're talking bikes very briefly, I'm sat on one of my original favourites, because this is the bike that my dad owns, and he's sat on one of my favourite bikes that I've personally owned, which is the V7, and I really wanted to get another one. Couldn't quite afford it, so I went the cheaper route of going for a 20-year-old bike. A little bit envious. He did give me a little squirt on it yesterday, and yeah, I remembered why I like it so much. It's so torquey, such a throbby engine. Let's see if he smokes me on the lights. Actually, I miscalculated there. I can't smoke him on the lights anyway, because I don't know where I'm going. So, I feel like I have to apologise to you and to the viewers for the length of time that it's taken to get this together, so I apologise. We were talking about doing this one for a while, right? And it's been a while since we've done staff picks. We are finally here, finally in your house. You could take anything you've got here and stick it in the shop.
No one will notice.
And you wouldn't even
no
notice.
one will notice if it's mine or it's for sale at some point.
Obviously this part, we're going to talk about your clothing. So we'll start with your helmets, as we do normally.
So, start basically with my first helmet, and it was a BILTWELL. The first retro helmet, affordable, with a lot of compromise, but I want to look good.
So what I heard there was you took looks over function for the first one, yeah?
If you want to look good, you need to have compromise. You don't going to run a marathon on high heels, so if you want to look good on a bike and you want a no power engine helmet, the option there is actually between those one. And they're still doing the one without the visor, so the original build.
Yes, they do.
And now it's a good option. But I might need to get something like yours, like a Glamster or an RI, where they still look good, no power engine look, but at least they're having a couple of functions that help during long distance.
And then the last helmet on the table is the AGV, which we've got over here, again with your sticker on it and an intercom system.
Yeah.
We just recently started doing SENA.
Yes, this one what I found then was the smallest one, and it was interesting. I do a lot of phone calls sometimes, and the noise cancellation algorithm then is already inside the SENA is very, very good. Most of the people, they can't tell I'm on a bike or motorway over. Like you say, the noise cancelling is better than if I was just using the phone walking on the street. They can't even hear the exhaust noise, road noise. The only thing they might hear occasionally is a siren, because we're in London and there's loads of them going past. So sometimes that'll filter through, but the rest of it, it's witchcraft, the fact that it can take out all the background noise.
So no, I'm just trying to record it, which is a pain in the arse, because the thing is, I don't know what the quality's like, because I haven't had a phone conversation with someone, it's just with me wearing it. So I have to go by what you or Dad say as far as the quality of what you can hear. And he said the same thing. He said he can't even hear the bike. The bike is running right now, and obviously I've got a loud exhaust. That's ridiculous, because it's so loud.
Arguably the part of the day that I prefer, I could go on for hours, is talking about the bikes.
Of course.
Before we do, there is another one, which we should mention. Your girlfriend Greta kindly kind of vacated the living room for us to film what we needed to do, but she's got a little 125.
Yes.
Yamaha, right?
Yeah. It was a small lockdown project. She was getting a bit tired to be a passenger, so we decided to start with a 125. And we found that this is a nice 22 years old SR 125, and was not many miles on the clock, likely. And then we just did a small project.
So the other bike, I know you always talk about the bike, so that's the bike you wanted, and clearly because you've stuck with it. So what was it?
I wasn't a big fan of modern bike, because I grew up with old cars, all of them in carburetor, but ULEX came out, and I didn't know you could test or get exemption with an old vehicle as well. So I was on the radar for a new bike. And I stumbled on the V7, exactly. At the beginning, first test ride, I was not sure 100% because I wasn't used to an ACU fuel-injected bike, and it was not the smoother one.
But you've tweaked it?
Yeah.
You remapped it, yeah?
Maybe.
Are you not supposed to remap it?
I don't, maybe. Grey area.
Are you not allowed to? I mean, no, he hasn't remapped it.
No, it's not remapped.
It
just works better now few things
You
we
just
did.
got used to it.
One of the gremlins climbed under the seat and tweaked the ECU for me. So after that, it was good.
So next, obviously, we go down to your jackets. So
Thank you.
we've got this handsome looking thing over here, which I'm very familiar with because I've got one.
No, so far it's my favorite jacket because exactly you can't tell it's a motorcycle jacket. And what I did straight away from brand new one, I waxed it 3 times. It's a bit darker compared to the one I have in the shop.
Of course.
And yeah, I love the GOLDTOP product. Like you said, there is nice lining inside, fresh in summer. You can still use it in winter if it's not raining. Otherwise, you just put a waterproof on it. And what I did then, because GOLDTOP is coming with the KNOX, obviously, but finally, KNOX released the new upgraded armor, and it makes a completely different jacket when you change the armor.
Yeah.
Because they're thinner, you don't lose anything compared to the previous armor. So the level of impact, the still level 1, you can upgrade it to level 2, is just unbelievable. You gain a bit of room in your jacket and just make it more comfortable when you're off the bike.
The other piece missing in terms of jackets, you mentioned it obviously already, is the waterproof outer. So you've got the Scott waterproofs, yeah?
Yes.
The ERGO Pro.
Again, it started to become one of my favorite items. Soon Scotland at the Urban Rider, and you did the videos and the review, I start trying it. The stitches, the fabric, everything about it, easy to put it on. Even the quality of the zip is just a different level compared to any other one I had.
What I love about it is that you aren't afraid to use it either.
No.
How many years have you had it for?
Early 2019.
And how many miles has it got on it now?
About 45,000 miles.
That's quite a lot.
So 5 days a week I commute on it. Plus on a Saturday, on my day off, I might use it again. And on a Sunday I go for a ride with Greta with the little 125. So yeah, the bike is on 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And he went in Italy and come back as well. Like this bike, the first design is 1967, something like that. And they didn't change much.
No.
They didn't thought about salt, riding in snow. They're thinking, okay, Italian market, people ride bike when it's good weather. Here in UK, people are hardcore. They ride in any condition. So surprisingly, in here there is a lot of riders compare warm weather country where a lot of people don't use the bike that often.
It's a good point. Do you know? This is not a bike fact and probably shouldn't be said, but I believe, could be wrong with this, the UK has more soft tops, convertible cars, than I'm going to say other countries in Europe. I might have to fact check that. But like, they have a surprising amount of soft tops. Because it's just like the UK is perpetually optimistic of like, oh, it'll be fine, I'll be able to use it.
Problem is there, because exactly even when it's a light rain, people, they don't go out with an umbrella.
Yeah.
You just go quick. Wherever you need to go, A to B, so it doesn't matter. And people, they don't get so afflicted by the weather.
Okay,
You want to go A to B, it doesn't matter. Today is snowing, but I was planning to go my bike, I'm gonna go anyway.
I think we'll go to your hands next. So what gloves are you using most frequently?
To match the jacket, obviously, it will be the GOLDTOP.
Ah, I've got the same exact gloves.
I was looking for a pair of gloves without perforation and with a bit of lining, so it can be like spring, no spring, so like a cold spring, they're okay, and in summer, they're still okay.
And then you must have something else for colder days or for the winter.
Yep.
I think I saw you in them today, actually.
Again,
warming your hands on
quite
the
exciting
edges.
as soon as we start stocking Scott product.
And no complaints for sort of warmth, and obviously, what are you getting up to, like 40, 50 or something like that, really, if you're riding around here?
Yeah, exactly. You don't need that much, and they are okay. They're not super warm.
No, but they're not super thick either.
Exactly. So between the balance for how thick they are and how warm they are, I think they're warmer compared to other gloves on the same thickness.
I see.
Yeah, they're a good option.
And then obviously if you're covering your legs, so you've got your KNOX RYDAL jeans on. Why did you go for these?
I want a different pair of jeans compared to the regular blue one, and the KNOX RYDAL, they were the one fit better on me. Like, we will see shortly, the position of my bike is not exactly the most suitable.
It's cramped,
Plus
it's
I'm
sporty.
tall. I'm very tall, and I make that bike is an hybrid, so you have a racing at the front, but the pegs are still in the middle, so it's a bit odd position.
Unique. It's a unique position, So, in terms of tweaks, customization.
When I pick up the bike from the dealership, I had a pair of clip-on my backpack. And the deal was I pick up the bike if we can install this one. I never wanted a handlebar, so straight away was a cafe racer look with the handlebar clip-ons on it. Secondly, probably the front fairing. So this is a Le Mans from the 70s, from a Moto Guzzi Le Mans from the 70s. I just painted black, and I had to make wider the fork space and create some bracket. And then again, Moto Gadget indicator. Moving on, lever guard for track day. Over on bar and mirror, then the fold inside. Good for filtering. Slider or head protector just in case you drop the bike. Trim machine knee pads, SW Motec for the bag. And it acts like kind of a crash bar. Plus, doesn't look like anymore side luggage rail at the moment because of the metal oval number. 531 because it's the number of the bike, was a limited edition bike, Rizoma pegs and Moton brake pegs, and is on the other side for the shift as well, alongside with the Moton stoplight and aftermarket just LED strip over there.
Okay.
So at the beginning was a bit confusing, and one of the feedback I had on the street, on the road was I can't tell if you turn left or right.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
So I had the Motone afterward. At the beginning I had only the LED strip, so I thought, okay.
Because I can tell you from riding behind you, same sort of thing. I was like, is he going left or right? Because it just sort of, it flashes and you really got to concentrate.
Yes, so at some point I thought, okay, maybe it could help a pair of Motone.
Yeah, good. And then, last thing you've got on your feet there, we have the Urban Rider.
Yes, again,
ONYX.
another nice collaboration between Merlin and Urban Rider with a minimal, good-looking pair of trainers.
Yeah.
So if you're looking something a bit more softer than a pair of boots, minimal, they're black, there is no visible logo. Only if you pay attention, you will see the Urban Rider logo.
Yes.
Otherwise, they're great.
Yeah. And
I think they nailed the style, especially if you go for a pitch black look.
I am understanding you like black. Actually, normally I am black, but I do tend to sort of like throw in some colours here and there. But yeah, we're both really dark today.
Today, yes.
Since we've been sort of referencing it, we have to talk about the Mary Poppins bag you've got down there. Is that new to you?
As soon as I came to the shop, this new brand that we start stocking, I got intrigued about this bag. The details, the strength, the fabric, the red stitches caught me because it's matching my bike with this kind of nice matte black and red details. So yeah, I was quite pleased when I found a way to remove some weight from my shoulder, put it on the bike without compromising too much the look.
Perfect. And I think because yours has got that bench seat to it, you've got all the option in the world to do that. It's great.
Yeah, especially with the rock strap.
It's a common theme with the reviews, or the staff picks that I'm doing as well. Most people are like, yeah, I use rock straps. And yeah, it's like if you were to choose one of the most versatile tools you have on the bike or with you in your gear, it scores highly. I will go on record as saying I hate exhaust wraps, except having owned that bike, it's actually necessary on that one because they stick out quite far on the sides, and I remember putting through about 2 or 3 covers, like sticking it over. So that's actually one of the very few bikes where I'm like, yeah, maybe it does actually need pipe wraps, exhaust wraps.
Let's fire up. It's not bad for a 50 odd horsepower, no?
You can comment down below and let us know which one you think is the best out of all of the exhausts in the company. But if I was having my vote, easily it's going to be that.
Thank you, first vote.
And then obviously, well, maybe second, just second to the Ducati. I mean, look at that thing. Look at that stock exhaust. Thank you. See you soon.